Your elderly parents are living independently at home. Everything looks fine on the surface. They smile during visits, they seem content. But what you don't see is the struggle. The dust accumulating in corners, the bacteria growing on surfaces they touch every day, the silent battle with household maintenance that slowly chips away at their health and independence. I'm Marcus, your host at Seniors Cleaning Hacks, and I'm here to tell you something that might shock you. A clean home isn't just about appearances, it's about survival. It's about keeping the people you love healthy and in their own homes longer. If you have an elderly loved one, if you care about their well-being, or if you're looking for practical ways to help them maintain their independence, you need to watch this entire video. Before you leave, though, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss our content about senior care and wellness. Drop a like below if you're doing this for someone you love. And most importantly, share this video with your family. Your parents might need this more than you think. The real story behind senior health and home cleanliness. Let me paint a picture for you. Martha is 74 years old. She lives in a 2-bedroom house in the suburbs. Her children think she's doing great. She tells them she's fine. But Martha knows something they don't. She's exhausted. Vacuuming the living room leaves her breathless. Cleaning the bathroom takes all her energy for the day. She stopped inviting friends over because she feels embarrassed about the state of her home. Martha isn't alone. Did you know that over 29% of Americans are actively providing care to aging family members? That's roughly 1 in every 3 households. These caregivers spend an average of 20 hours every single week helping their elderly relatives with daily tasks. And here's the thing, many of these seniors never ask for help. They don't want to be a burden. They don't want their children to worry. So they quietly struggle. But there's something bigger happening here than just dirt and dust. There's a health crisis that nobody's talking about. Why a clean home matters more than you think. A leading researcher from Indiana University conducted groundbreaking studies on elderly fitness and home environments. What they discovered was remarkable. The cleanliness of someone's living space directly impacts their physical activity levels and overall health. The indoor condition of the home was the strongest predictor of whether seniors remained physically active or became sedentary. Think about that for a moment. Your parents' ability to stay healthy and active depends partly on how clean their home is. When a living space is neglected, several health problems develop quickly. Your elderly loved one becomes more vulnerable to respiratory problems. Poor air quality from dust, mold, and allergens makes breathing harder. This is especially dangerous for seniors who already have lung conditions or asthma. Bacterial and viral infections spread faster in unclean environments. Door handles, light switches, remote controls all become transmission highways for illness. A simple cold for you might turn into pneumonia for an 80-year-old. Injuries become more likely. Clutter on floors, dust making surfaces slippery, poor lighting due to dust buildup on fixtures, these create dangerous conditions. One fall can mean hospitalization. One hospitalization can mean losing independence forever. Fatigue and stress increase dramatically. Living in a dirty or disorganized space weighs on the mind and body. Stress hormones spike, sleep quality drops, mental health declines. The indoor air quality suffers. You can't see it, but it's there. Dust particles, pet dander, bacteria, they accumulate and circulate through the lungs with every breath. So how do we prevent this? How do we keep the people we love healthy and independent in their own homes? That's what we're diving into today.
Tip number 1, establish a regular cleaning rhythm. Here's what most families get wrong. They think cleaning has to happen all at once. One massive cleaning day where everything gets done. One exhausting Saturday that leaves everyone frustrated and sore. That's not how you help a senior stay healthy. That's how you create resistance and failure. Instead, you need to create consistency. You need to make cleaning a normal, regular part of life, not a special event. When cleaning happens frequently, germs never get a chance to accumulate. Dust doesn't build up. Bacteria don't establish strongholds on surfaces. Here's the secret. Make it enjoyable. Put on music. Turn it into a social activity instead of a chore. Robert is 71 years old and lives with his daughter. They discovered that cleaning together while listening to their favorite songs actually became a bonding activity. His daughter does one task, Robert handles another. They talk, they laugh. It takes 45 minutes twice a week instead of 4 hours once a month. This approach works because it's sustainable. You're not burning out from one massive effort. It builds community. Family members participate together. It becomes something you do together, not something done for them. It keeps germs at bay. Regular cleaning prevents the accumulation of harmful bacteria and viruses. This is literally the difference between aging safely at home and being forced into institutional care. The key is consistency over intensity. Small, regular cleaning habits beat sporadic, massive cleaning efforts every single time.
Tip number 2. Build a family cleaning team. Many seniors don't want to ask for help. It makes them feel dependent. It makes them feel old. Many adult children don't realize their parents need help because the request never comes. Communication breaks down. Everyone assumes everyone else is fine. But here's the reality. Cleaning a home requires physical effort. It requires bending, stretching, climbing, lifting. These aren't easy for bodies that have aged 60, 70, or 80 years. The solution is creating a family team that normalizes help. This isn't about charity. It's not about doing something for someone who can't help themselves. It's about teamwork. Bring your siblings together. Talk to your cousins. Include your adult children. When multiple people share the responsibility, no single person feels overwhelmed. Your elderly parent doesn't feel like a burden because everyone is helping. The work gets distributed. It becomes normal. Harold is 76 and has 2 adult children and 3 grandchildren. When his house needs deep cleaning, the entire family comes over. His daughter tackles the kitchen. His son does the bathrooms. His grandchildren handle vacuuming and dusting. Harold supervises, provides snacks, and spends quality time with his family. Everyone leaves feeling good about what was accomplished, and Harold's home stays clean and healthy. Research shows that 74% of American adults have no problem asking for help, but most seniors grew up in a generation where asking felt like weakness. They need you to normalize it. They need you to offer. They need you to make it a family affair. When you build this team, cleaning becomes faster and easier. Your elderly parent feels supported, not abandoned. Family bonds strengthen through shared purpose. The home gets cleaned more frequently and thoroughly. Health risks from unclean environments drop significantly. Your parent stays healthier longer. Your parent stays independent longer. Your parent gets to stay in their own home longer. That's what this is about.
Tip number 3. Create a cleaning schedule that actually works. Here's the problem with unrealistic cleaning plans. Nobody sticks to them. You create this elaborate schedule, print it out, post it on the fridge, and 2 weeks later, nobody's following it anymore. Instead, create something simple enough that your elderly parent can handle some tasks alone and complex enough that it actually maintains the home properly. Let's look at a realistic example. This is a schedule that works for real families with real people. Monday morning, clean the kitchen thoroughly, wipe countertops, clean the sink, sanitize cutting boards. A clean kitchen reduces foodborne illness risk. Tuesday afternoon, vacuum the main living spaces. This removes dust that causes respiratory problems and keeps allergens from accumulating. Wednesday morning, deep clean the bathroom. This is where germs multiply fastest. Focus on the toilet, sink, handles, and floor. Thursday evening, wash all bed linens and towels. Clean bedding prevents skin infections and improves sleep quality. Fresh towels prevent bacterial growth. Friday morning, Dust all surfaces and furniture. Don't overlook this task. Dust contains dead skin cells, dust mites, and their droppings, all triggers for allergies and breathing problems. Saturday afternoon. Clean and organize the entryway and hallways. Remove tripping hazards. Make sure pathways are clear. Sunday morning. Light maintenance. Spot clean as needed. Do dishes. Organize papers. This keeps minor problems from becoming major ones. This schedule works because it's broken into manageable daily tasks instead of one overwhelming project. It prioritizes health-critical areas like the kitchen and bathroom. Each task can be completed in 30 to 60 minutes. Multiple family members can participate on different days. Your elderly parent can see progress daily rather than waiting for one massive cleaning day. The routine becomes habitual. After a few weeks, people start doing these tasks automatically because they're part of the rhythm of the week. You can adjust this based on your family's needs. Maybe Tuesday is better than Wednesday. Maybe your parent can handle some tasks alone while others need family help. The structure matters more than the exact timing. Comment below and tell us what day works best in your family schedule. We love hearing how you're making this work in your own home.
Tip number 4. Switch to natural cleaning products. Here's something most people don't realize. The harsh chemicals and commercial cleaning products can actually harm your elderly parent's health. Those strong smells, that's your brain registering toxic fumes. When your parent inhales those fumes multiple times per week, their respiratory system takes damage. Chemical residue builds up on surfaces, they touch it, they breathe it. Over time, it contributes to breathing problems, allergies, and other health issues. Plus, those chemical cleaners can damage the very appliances and surfaces you're trying to protect. They wear away finishes, they damage rubber seals on refrigerators and washing machines. They leave residue that makes surfaces actually dirtier over time. The good news? You probably already have everything you need for effective, natural cleaning right in your home. For bathrooms, mix 1 part baking soda with 1 part water to create a thick paste. This becomes your bathroom cleaner for life. Use it on tiles, countertops, and even grout. Baking soda is a natural abrasive that scrubs away grime without being harsh on surfaces. It's non-toxic, it's inexpensive. Your elderly parent can breathe easy knowing they're not inhaling dangerous chemicals. For kitchens, combine 1 cup of white vinegar, 1 cup of water, and 10 to 15 drops of essential oil. Lemon oil works brilliantly for cutting through grease. Tea tree oil provides natural antimicrobial properties. Lavender oil removes odors and leaves a pleasant scent. Pour this into a spray bottle. Use it on countertops, appliances, and inside the microwave. It works better than most commercial cleaners and costs a fraction of the price. For general surfaces, plain white vinegar and water in a 1-to-1 ratio cleans windows, mirrors, and hard surfaces. Add a few drops of essential oil for scent and additional cleaning power. For disinfecting, vinegar naturally kills most household bacteria. For extra antimicrobial power, add tea tree oil. This is safe for your parent's skin and safe to breathe. The benefits of switching to natural cleaners? Your parent's home becomes genuinely healthier, not just the appearance of clean. Chemical exposure drops dramatically. Respiratory health improves. Cleaning costs decrease. The products are already in your pantry. Your parent can participate in cleaning without health risks. Sensitive skin conditions improve because they're not exposed to harsh chemical residue. Plus, there's psychological benefit. Your elderly parent knows they're breathing fresh, clean air, not chemical fumes. They can handle some tasks independently without worrying about safety.
Tip number 5. Prioritize the surfaces that spread disease. Here's the mistake people make. They clean randomly. They clean whatever looks dirty. But that's not the most effective strategy for keeping your elderly parent healthy. The places where disease spreads fastest are the places people touch constantly. These are your disease highways. They're They're where bacteria and viruses set up camp before spreading to your parents' hands, face, and eventually their body. Your priority isn't cleaning everything. Your priority is cleaning what matters most. Clean these surfaces first and most thoroughly. Doorknobs and door handles, touched multiple times per day by every person in the home. This is ground zero for disease transmission. Light switches, flipped dozens of times daily, often when hands are dirty or wet. Remote controls, handled constantly, rarely cleaned, perfect breeding ground for bacteria. Countertops, food preparation surfaces where bacteria can multiply rapidly if not cleaned properly. Toilet handles and seats, the obvious one nobody likes to think about, but critical for health. Kitchen and bathroom sinks, where bacteria congregates and multiplies rapidly. Cabinet poles, used constantly, often with dirty hands, frequently overlooked. Toilets, not just handles, but the entire toilet surface where bacteria thrives. Carpeting and hard flooring, where dust accumulates and bacteria settles. These create respiratory hazards. Dishes and utensils, direct contact with your parent's mouth. Improper cleaning creates food poisoning risk. Handrails and railings. If your elderly parent has mobility issues, these get touched multiple times daily. Here's how to handle this efficiently. Start with your microfiber cloth at a natural cleaner. Wipe down all high-touch surfaces in the kitchen and bathroom. Work your way through the bedroom and living areas. Use a disinfectant spray, the natural kind we talked about, on doorknobs, switches, and handles. Vacuum carpeting thoroughly to remove dust, dust mites, and bacteria. These particles get inhaled, affecting respiratory health. Mop hard flooring to eliminate dirt, bacteria, and VOCs, volatile organic compounds, that accumulate on the floor's surface. Pay special attention to areas where your parent spends the most time. If they sit on the couch for hours, that cushion needs regular cleaning. If they spend time in the kitchen, those surfaces need frequent attention. The reason this matters, most of your parents' health problems don't come from obviously dirty areas. They come from areas that look clean but harbor invisible threats. A doorknob might look fine, but it could have been touched by someone with a cold virus. That virus survives on the surface for hours. Your parent touches it. They touch their face. Infection happens. Focusing on high-touch surfaces kills most bacteria and viruses before they can make your parent sick. This is how you prevent hospitalizations. This is how you keep your parent independent.
Here's what you do starting today. First, have a conversation with your elderly parent. Tell them you've been thinking about their home and their health. Tell them you want to help, not because they're incapable, but because you care. Frame this as teamwork, not charity. Second, recruit your family. Text your siblings, call your cousins. Let them know you're organizing a regular cleaning schedule. Make it a family project. Third, sit down together and create a cleaning schedule. Use the one we outlined or adapt it to your family's reality. Make sure your elderly parent has input. They need to feel like part of the solution, not the problem. Fourth, gather your natural cleaning supplies. Check your pantry. You probably have everything. Baking soda, white vinegar, essential oils. These are your weapons against disease and germs. Fifth, start this week. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't plan it for next month. Begin now. Show your parent that you're committed to their health and independence. Remember, keeping your elderly loved one healthy, independent, and in their own home isn't just about cleanliness. It's about dignity. It's about respect. It's about saying, you matter to us. Your health matters to us. We're going to help you stay where you belong. If this video helped you, please hit that like button. Subscribe to Seniors Cleaning Hacks for more practical advice on senior health and wellness. Leave a comment below telling us about your elderly parent. How old are they? What challenges are you facing? Let's build a community of people committed to senior care and independence. Most importantly, share this video with your family. Your parents might not ask for help. Your siblings might not realize the problem exists, but this video could change that conversation. This video could change their health.
This video could change their independence. Thanks for watching Seniors Cleaning Hacks. I'm Marcus. Keep those homes clean, keep your loved ones healthy. We'll see you next time.